Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Hey guys, Jim here. Welcome in once again to another little unboxing. And I say little, however, it's actually going to be a big unboxing because I have 5 knives to unbox for you from Eikonic. Now, this is a brand new brand coming out onto the scene. However, the people behind it have a lot of experience. They have not just jumped into this and decided, hey, let's make some knives. As a matter of fact, the connections they have made over the years allowed them to collaborate with some of the biggest names in knife making. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on out there where there's cool production collaborations with big names like, Brian Brown Knives and Ramon Chavez and some really great names. However, they tend to be $300, $400, $500 and up. Here, you're looking at big names with really good, solid designs, all at under $100. And that's what makes this a big deal. So I'm going to start just by grabbing random knives. Let's get that all the way out of the way. We'll start right down here. Now we're going to be looking at knives from Brian Brown, Brian Nadeau, Jonas Iglesias, Ramon Chavez, and HEA Designs. You are paying in the realm of $80 for all of these. You're getting into good quality materials like micarta and G10. These are solid EDC knives. These are not grail knives. These are meant to be carried. They're meant to be used. This is going to replace your quest for Spydercos and cold steels and things of that nature. And I'm going to tell you right now, they're really, really nice. I've already opened these up. I've already played with them. But I did want to share with you the unboxing of each of these because for many of you, this will be the first time you're seeing any of these. Now, let's start off here with the Fairwind. This is an HEA Designs knife. You get 3 different options that will be available to you. This is the steel blue G10. Nice, compact little knife. Even though it's compact, they did a really good job with the ergos. It feels really, really nice. Liner lock, ceramic bearings. Now this is a very, very lightweight blade, so it's not going to have that whole drop-free thing going on, but it's really smooth, really fast. Let's get the box out of the way. Get a nice look all the way around it. I love their pivot. Nice flat face pivot. I've really become attracted to the whole flat face pivot thing. Functional thumb studs. They're not too rounded or bulbous or anything where they're difficult to use. Nice grinds. Nice black wash finish. There it is, the marking of the steel, D2. Nice textured G10. And by the way, the pocket clips. This is a really well-made pocket clip. I've had each of these knives in and out of the pocket a few times. The retention is phenomenal. It's really, really strong. But they glide in and out even over thick jeans pockets. They did a really nice job on that. This particular model is designed as a pass-through design with standoffs. So you've got the, how many, 2? Yeah, 2 black standoffs. There's your blade centering. Excellent job there. Let's take a look at the lockup. Oh wow, that's really, really early lockup. Super early lockup, maybe 10%. You can see the bearings in there. Nicely done, nice, compact, small carry. This is going to work well for somebody that may live in a state where they tell you, oh, you can't have big, giant, long blades and all that kind of good stuff. In the review portion, when I review some of these knives, I'll talk about them specifically, but I will very quickly put up the specs up on the screen, just so you have a good idea of what we're looking at before we dive into the full-on reviews. All right, so that one is out of here. Was that this? No, that wasn't that. Where is the box it came from? There we go. Okay. I do want to make sure these all go back into the correct boxes. By the way, they're nice enough to give you chiclets with every order. Okay, that one is out of the way. What do we have next? Let's see. I'm just going to stack these so I know which ones I've grabbed. Okay, let's see what's next. Foam, chiclets, closed cell foam, laser cut inside to hold the knives securely. It's nice clean packaging. And you know what? You don't really often see white packaging. So I'm kind of digging the branding that they've got going on here. Very clean. And I'm seeing no markings of the model names on the exterior of the boxes. That's going to give dealers a hell of a headache, isn't it? They're going to pull knives and they're all just going to have the same thing on the boxes. Okay, let's get that out of the way. This one is the Sharp by Design Brian Nadeau aperture. And as far as flippers go, this feels really nice. The detent is actually pretty fantastic. Now, there'll be 3 options on these as well. And you're looking at, let's see, $84.99. $84.99. And that is the third most expensive version. So, I mean, you're getting such good value here. This is done in the vertical satin finish blades. This one happens to have the green canvas micarta. Again, there are 3 options. And the aperture name, it's pretty self-evident. You can see the aperture going through both sides of the knife. Again, same style pocket clip, deep carry pocket clip, although it is set lower because of the design of the butt of the knife. So you're going to have about that much sticking up out of the pocket if that's for some weird reason a concern for you. Let's get a nice close-up look on this one as well. There is your blade finish. Oh, look at the cutout there for the lock bar. Nicely done, or the liner lock, I should say. Really nicely done. I like the extra little bit of attention to detail they put in there. Again, the flat pivot. There is that aperture window right there. This one's going to give you a 1/4 length back spacer, as opposed to the standoffs. So it's still giving you a good, clean pass-through design that's going to be easy to keep the knife clean. Just blow some compressed air through there. No need to take the knife apart for any reason. I would put a little bit of oil. WD-40 works wonders on micarta. So you take a little bit of WD-40, you spray it onto your finger, and you rub it in really, really well, and it soaks into the micarta. And it gives you a nice, clean, even look and makes the color pop, and it gets rid of the chalky, dry whiteness that tends to pop up in many G10 and micarta scales. So you'll get an even more brilliant look once you've done that. Really nice flipping action. I got to say, as far as flippers go, and normally I'm going to be one to knock a company for not jimping it, that flipper tab doesn't need to be jimped. By the way, I just hit my counter. There we go. Really nicely done on the action. You could definitely feel how smooth the ceramic bearings are. By the way, these are, you know, aside from photography, these are fresh out of the box. So they are not even broken in yet. Obviously, I don't lubricate any knives that I personally own or that I review, because you don't need lubrication on a properly made bearing knife. That feels really, really nice. You flip that open and closed 100 times or so, and that's really going to break in nicely. And that's also a small, lightweight blade, too. And it flips out wonderfully. Let's take a look at the centering. Bada bang. Just a little touch heading over to the presentation side. Really nice jimping on the spine of the blade. Let's take a look at the lockup. Again, very, very early lockup. And that's going to do it for the Sharp by Design variant here. I like this a lot. The aperture. Now, we still haven't gotten to my two favorites yet. I've already picked out favorites. I do like the aperture a lot, but I have two favorites that I've already picked out in here. Okay, and they're going to be the last two that we get to. This one, this is an interesting one. This feels really, really nice. This is the Brian Brown Knives Dromas. And again, 3 options are going to be available in colors and finishes on all of these, and a couple of them are going to have serrated or plain edge options as well, I do believe. Now, this one, I believe, is the largest of all 5 knives. This is a good, it's still a compact carry, but it's a good full-size flipper. Oh, that really wanted to drop down, didn't it? Oh, yeah, baby. Look at that. I dig that. And this, again, is that steel blue G10 with the black PVD. Is it a black wash finish? Is there any stone washing to it? Let's bring it over here and zoom in. Yes, it does have a stone washed finish to that black PVD. Sharp looking. I like that a lot. Oh, by the way, speaking of sharp, each one of these that I have played with has had a very nice edge, especially for D2. There is your quarter-length backspacer. However, they have cut away the scales, showing you access to the backspacer, and that backspacer has a lanyard opening. So if you're a lanyard kind of dude, you're really, really going to enjoy that. I also like the minimal hardware on these. I didn't really focus a lot on that when I was first playing with these. But yeah, they're very minimal on the hardware. I really dig that. They're all pretty lightweight. Really like the action on that. Let me feel that detent again. Yeah, that's a nice feeling detent. Let's see how it sucks the blade in. That's pretty damn nice. I like that a lot. This is very sleek. It's almost elegant. I'd love to kind of see this one dressed up a little bit. There's just something about it that feels a bit more elegant. And I got to tell you, when it comes to design work, I mean, Brian Brown, just what an awesome dude. I mean, this is the guy that brought you one of the most popular knives of the past year and a half, the Jaeger M. So again, you could buy a custom Brian Brown for like $1,000, or you could buy a production Brian Brown for about $350 to $650, depending on which variation you get of the Jaeger M, or you could get a Brian Brown design for $79.99. And there's a huge difference there. You've got a really nice feeling knife. You've got one of his designs that, honestly, he did a great job. I love the visual balance between the blade length and the handle length. I love how sleek it is. I love that there isn't a straight line on this entire knife. Nowhere on this knife is there a straight line. Everything has a very organic and ergonomic feel to it. I dig that a lot. Wow. Okay, that wasn't one of my 2 favorites, but the more I'm handling it, the more I'm digging it, and I really like the action. And again, normally I want to just kind of shy away from knives that are under $100, because honestly, there really aren't many out there that I've ever liked. They never really felt all that great. The designs always look kind of cheesy. And so far, these have all been nicely designed, and they all feel really, really nice. All right, so let's get that one out of the way. Again, three options in the G10 or micarta. Oh, it feels really, really good. Ooh. Okay, let's get that out of here. I'm very excited to get to these next two. Very, very excited. Okay, let's get those. Get that in there. Boing. Should I open them both at the same time? No. Okay. Let's see which one this is. All right. Come on, get out of there. Now, as you guys know, I thoroughly and completely despise micarta. However, I'm overlooking the micarta for the overall design and the feel of this knife. This is the Cassador by Jonas Iglesias. J.I. Knives. If anybody out there follows J.I. Knives, you know it is impossible, absolutely impossible to get one of his knives. And he's such a fantastic maker. Great designer, great maker, and a really nice individual. This is one of the few times that I can sit here and go, I don't care about what the scale material is. I don't care if the knife is smaller than I typically would carry. Oh, you can tell I've been playing with this one a little bit more because it's already starting to break in. Look how smooth the ceramic bearings are working. Oh, oh wow! I mean, I'm barely touching that, and it's flicking out. This knife, this Cassador, is phenomenal. His ergonomics are just incredible. Yes, it's a small knife, and my pinky wants to curl around the back, but he gave you a little ledge there for that. It feels so nice. So nice. There is your lockup. Again, very, very early. That action. Oh, that feels nice. Blade centering. Let's take a look at that as well. Did we do that on the last knife? I sure hope we did. And just two little standoffs in the back. Nice, clean pass-through design. And he brought that tip as far to the end of the knife as he possibly could. And yet, look, even when I'm jamming my finger in there, I'm not snagging the tip. Really good use of blade length in there. Nice visual balance. This is one I could see myself carrying a lot. And again, I shy away from knives that are under $100 because there's just so many reasons to not trust them, to not like them. And the more I've played with these this week, the more I've gone, maybe I should reconsider that. And then I look again at other knives out there in this price range and I go, no. I think Eikonic really has something different going on here, something a little bit special. And by involving such incredible makers, my goodness, to launch their new brand, I am super excited to see what they're going to accomplish. Love the grinds on this. Love that massive swedge going down the tip. They did a really great job on executing these designs. It still blows me away. I'm leaving that one out because that's going to go in the pocket later on. I am really surprised to see how well they're executing these designs. There's the last box, and now we get to the Chavez. Now, you guys know I'm a huge Ramon Chavez fan. Not only for his incredible knives, but as an individual. I think he is probably one of the nicest, most genuine and humble people in this entire industry. I've known Ramon for a number of years, and he has been nothing but an incredible person. I've never heard anybody that could say anything negative about him in any way. Look at that action. Woo! Guys, this is, oh, I forgot to tell you the price on the cassador, didn't I? Yeah. The cassador is $94.99. This is the most expensive of them. $94.99 on the cassador. Now, on the RCK9 from Chavez, which mimics one of his earliest designs. I'm so excited about this. $89.99. Some G10 options, some micarta options. And even though this is a smaller knife, I feel like I'm holding something much, much larger. This is one I would use as an all-around EDC and work knife. You take this to the campground with you. You take it hiking with you. You throw it in your backpack. You have it as your truck knife, you know, the knife that you keep in your car. This thing is going to do absolutely everything. The blade shape is fantastic. The overall ergonomics of it, very, very neutral. But, I mean, look at that. That is so Chavez. You look at that and go, there's only one guy that could make that work and make such a classic sort of plain design look modern, and it's Ramon. I love this thing. And folks, for the money, I did not expect these to feel as nice and as well finished as they are. Let me give you some close-ups on this one as well. Nice bead blasted and stone washed finish on there. All of these, by the way, have had really, really nice edges. This one also has a quarter length back spacer. Deep carry pocket clip. They're all the same pocket clip on every single one. I don't know. There's just something about these two in particular that really do it for me, which is weird because, you know, I tend to gravitate more toward flippers than anything else. And both of these are just thumb stud manual openers, but there's something about them, the way they feel in the hand, the action, the blade shapes that feel very, very useful. And yeah, I'm going to end up playing with both of these a lot this week as I gear up and head toward doing the individual reviews for them. I'm excited to break into these. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the unboxing. It's not as quick as I thought it would be, but again, it's 5 knives. So, you know, getting into a 25-minute video on 5 knives, that's really not too bad when you really, you know, think about it. Super cool, man. Super cool. All right, I promise I'll be giving you lots and lots and lots more detailed information on the individual reviews. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick 3 knives to do individual reviews on. I'll pick my 3 favorites, and we'll break them down. We'll talk about them in specifics. Anything that I didn't cover here, because again, this is just a very basic unboxing. So I hope you guys will join me for those videos. I'm super excited to get to these two. Absolutely, they're going to get their own videos. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you on the next video.